Greetings, friends. My name is Pavel Steinmach, and now I'll dive in the top news of this day. After Russia withdrew from the Black Sea Grain Initiative, the Russian army destroyed 180,000 tons of grain, 26 port infrastructure objects, and 5 civilian vessels in 9 days. The purpose of the Russian attacks is the block of exports of Ukrainian grain to take revenge on us and the world for repelling the aggression. With terror, Russia seeks to oust Ukraine from the world grain markets, to take its place and establish a monopoly. Russia is playing a hunger game with countries critically dependent on Ukrainian food to blackmail them into taking its side, causing humanitarian disasters now due to hunger and malnutrition. The Kremlin expects to provoke another influx of refugees to Europe. This, as a result, should undermine the EU's potential to help Ukraine and Ukrainians. By forcing Ukraine to look for alternative ways of selling agricultural products, Russia provokes conflicts between Kyiv and allies who protect their own agricultural sector from dumping.
We are doing our best with our partners to increase the supply of air defense systems. It is very important for the world not to get used to this Russian terror. Every hit is a common problem, not only for Ukraine, but also for all those in the world whose stability Russia is trying to destroy by attacking our ports and infrastructure. Now, for the Russian state, this is a battle not only against our freedom, not only against our state. Moscow is fighting a battle for a global catastrophe. These lunatics need the world food market to collapse. They need price crisis, supply disruption. Someone in Moscow thinks they can make money on this. Someone in Moscow hopes they will be able to bargain for something. These are very, very dangerous hopes.
By attacking Ukrainian ports, in particular on the Danube, Russia poses a direct threat to NATO countries and their navigation in the Black Sea. Russian aggression in the Black Sea will receive a proper, even symmetrical response from the armed forces of Ukraine. Occupation administrations are preparing for fake elections in the territories under their control on September 10, 2023. Russian so-called elections in the temporarily occupied territories of Ukraine are illegal and their results are invalid. The organization of Russian pseudo-elections is accompanied by moral and physical violence against Ukrainian citizens under occupation who do not want to participate in this farce. Any expression of will in the conditions of a humanitarian catastrophe and terror in the occupied territories is out of the question. Participants in pseudo-elections risk becoming sacred victims of Russian bloody provocations at polling stations. Participation in the organization of pseudo-elections, work in commissions, observation, campaigning, etc. is a criminal offense. Forced voting is not considered an offense. The organizers of the pseudo-referendum in Kherson Oblast, detained by the Security Service of Ukraine, face sentences of 5 to 10 years in prison. The organizers of fake elections are in for the same fate. Russian representative bodies, both local and central, lose legitimacy by including the illegally elected citizens of Ukraine in their composition. The Ukrainian Defense Forces will liberate the occupied territories and restore the activities of legitimate authorities, as it was in Izium, Liman, and Kherson. August 23rd, the Third International Summit of the Crimea Platform will be held in Kyiv. The second Parliamentary Summit of the Crimea Platform will be held in Prague on October 24th. Crimea is an integral part of Ukraine in accordance with international law. The Russian occupation of the peninsula is illegal and temporary. The world supports the Ukrainian vision of Crimea, certifying it with the participation of representatives of dozens of countries in the format of the Crimea Platform. Ukraine has the right to solve the problem of the occupation of Crimea by both diplomatic and military means.
The meeting on the Crimea Platform, the content of the summit, the international presence at the summit, its impact on our ability to keep up the pressure for the liberation of Crimea. We are working on the details, and we are already preparing not only the Crimea Platform Summit at the level of leaders in August, but also the parliamentary dimension of the Crimea Platform, which will be held in the autumn.
The fight for the liberation of Crimea has already begun. The occupiers have realized that the peninsula is no longer a distant and safe rear. This war began with Crimea. With Crimea it should end. With losing Crimea, Russia loses all the blackmail in the Black Sea. there will not be any threats for shipping of civil vessels, but already Russia lost their fleet in Black Sea and strengthened their defense in the ports of Sochi and Novorossiysk base, where a drone loaded with 450 kilograms of TNT greeted the Russian ship Alenogorsky Gornyak. That concludes our today's video. Thank you for watching and stay updated. Subscribe to our UATV English channel for more news from Ukraine. Your support is that really matters. Goodbye.